All right, so we're back. Urban Plaza. Right now, we're going to talk about our second topic of the day. Are streaming services ruining hip hop? So, what I mean when I ask that question is that, like, the artists these days, they're so focused on like singles and they're so focused on just getting those numbers where it doesn't have to be a true song like what we're used to in traditional hip hop where we have a hook and three verses. Right now, it's like you're lucky if you even get 2 to 3 minutes worth of a song. Where like Gucci Gang, for example, that song is 2 minutes, and I don't even know if there's a verse or not because like he's just saying the same thing over and over again. So
No, he does have a verse.
like, what I want to know is like, are the labels becoming just like more single driven? Like, is that all they care about now? Is just like a hot single for the Billboard charts?
Well, I can say this. One thing is, it doesn't take. They're not hesitant to sign an artist out for one big hit,
Absolutely.
and I feel as if that's a real risky way to approach artists nowadays because it's like there's no longevity in artists because it's like you have an artist that has one song and they blow up, possibly even two, three, and then they're quiet. You don't even hear of them no more.
Exactly. That's why, like I said, I mentioned before, that's what I'm worried about with today's crop of artists is that they're not going to be hot 8 years from now. Like even someone like Uzi, all these people they talk about are like, I know I'm probably not going to be here like 2 years from now. So they don't like, I'm gonna just make whatever's hot, make my money, and get out the game.
Yeah.
Like they don't. It doesn't even matter to them anymore. So I'm starting to feel like the lyricism is being like way underappreciated. Where you got like these artists that are like really serious about their lyrics that can't even get they can't even get the deals that they want. They can't get the streaming numbers because like no one even wants to listen to real hip hop anymore. So like I think, do you think like how underappreciated do you see like lyricism in today's rap climate?
Lyricism is significantly underappreciated because, like, the youth and just like people who like tune into hip hop, I feel like it's just like we just value. Well, the generation we live in now, it's like everything's just so easy, lazy.
Yeah.
We're just so like we're just like ready for just like a handout pretty much, and I feel like that's how rappers today approach hip hop. They just approach it as like they're just ready to get their money and do whatever,
Yeah.
or it's like they don't want to take the time to actually put out something substantial. Probably just because they don't care about the true like roots of the genre, or they just don't care putting out anything substantial, or that's what they truly feel like that's good
Because there's
music.
no benefit to it. I mean, if you see all these rappers that are being successful with not putting any like specific meaning into their rhymes, like why would I do it? I could just make my money saying anything.
Exactly.
So like, what's the point of trying really hard and putting a lot into my music if it's not gonna pay out for me? You know?
Exactly, and that's just the era we've entered into. But like hip hop always manages to transition into different like forms within the genre, especially throughout the years. You know, so yeah, because like you bring in the '80s and when it was more like you could say it was more cleaner, like it wasn't as much profanity, misogyny, violence. Just talking about everyday struggle in the ghetto, and then it's like you like transition to like the '90s and stuff where it's like more profanity, violence, misogyny, and then it's like
The West Coast rap and stuff.
yeah, but you have like West Coast,
Like,
like G Funk.
yeah.
You have like the New York, like real gritty hip hop scene,
Yeah.
and then you've come like to 2000s more like R&B incorporated, and then now you have like the 2010s where it's just like mumble rap is where it's at,
Yeah.
and this is the era we're in, and it's just like, and listen, one thing is it's selling, and that's all that matters to the people who sign these artists for like a year or so. Like yeah.
So I mean, do you think it's like even worth artists putting out an album? Like if my singles are doing so well and my label is so focused on singles, what's the point of even putting out an album? Like someone like a Cardi B or like a Lil Pump, like if they can survive off of just singles, like Cardi B this whole summer, everyone's been anticipating the album, and Atlantic, I'm pretty sure it's our label, just been pushing it back, because they're making money, they're so successful off of just these singles and features that she's dropping. Like, why put out an album? I don't even think at this point, I don't know too many people that want to like listen to a full Cardi album.
Yeah.
They rather just get these like one-off singles, because like that's what's satisfying her fans right now. Like they're not complaining, they're not. Some people are like, where's the album? I guess. But I mean, she's still doing fine without it.
Well, I feel like if you're satisfying your fans with the singles, then go with whatever is working for you. I feel like in terms of this era now, where albums aren't where it's at, or even mixtapes, it's like you can have a well career for your career could be well for the moment with just singles. So I mean, like if they feel like, or the label feels like the album needs to be put out, then it's gonna be put out. But
like I feel like someone like a Jay Critch, like my problem with him is that he didn't like release any music. Like he releases very few music, or he doesn't have first of all, he doesn't have no project out right now, nothing.
yeah,
But like it's still working for him. Like there's no one's really.
I said he did something with Rich Forever 3.
Yeah, I mean like his own
His
personal
own,
project.
his own,
Yeah,
yeah.
like anything that he can put his name on and say like this is my body of work.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, it's still working for him. Like he's still getting the buzz in the city. People, he still has fans. So,
But it's been like, I could say it's like truly been a solid year when he's been like, his platform is as big as it is for him. And I feel like there's a project coming in, like we just have to stay tuned.
2018.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Don't quote it.
I mean, I'm just saying like, what do you project? Because I mean,
I feel like, because it's like we're only 3 months, April 3rd. We're 4 months in now to there's 8 months left. Possibly he could drop something.
I'm waiting. I'm excited to hear it. I want to hear more from him. So
Yeah.
we'll see. But like refocusing the conversation, we're talking about artists being single driven and their music having no meaning. Like, do you think artists have an obligation to have like meaning in their rap? Because at the end of the day, like all rappers have a fan base, and rap has grown now where like a lot of kids, like younger and younger, are listening to rap too. So like, do you feel like they're under any obligation to have a meaning in their rap? Because you're influencing kids. Like there's young people that are listening to you, and if what they're hearing is like a lot of negativity, violence, stuff like that, like that's what they're gonna think is like okay and cool. Like a lot of people get their culture from rap music. Like this is what my favorite artist does, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. Like I'm gonna model my lifestyle after him. So like, do they have an obligation to put like significant meanings in their raps, or at least be like politically conscious? Like if you know the big issue of today is like Black Lives Matter and gun violence, police brutality, do they have an obligation to talk about that stuff?
Well, I feel like with artists today, if it's not genuine, I feel like there's no need to put it out, because it's like if you're gonna be genuine and just talk about the topic just because you feel like it sounds good or people are pressing you to talk about the topic, then there's no need for you to really address it. If it's not like coming like from the heart, you really care to make a change. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Cameron. I watched the video of Cameron. He was like, he was on a TV show, a TV station. I'm not sure. I can't really quote it, but he was saying how a reporter asked him, should he change or monetize what he's putting out in his songs, like the message. And he's saying that's not his responsibility to do that. It's more of so kids' parents, for the kids who are listening to that particular like music or artist. So it's like.
But you disagree with that though? You feel like he does have some certain obligation, or no? If it's only genuine, like if you actually only feel it, then
that's how.
I kind of feel that
because personally, if I was to have my own platform. I already feel like I'm like more close. I'm more in tune with the politically conscious rapper than more so of the gangster rap, probably of like now. But I feel like even with gangster rap, they still had game that they were spitting. Like it was just more wisdom and
like how to survive in the streets.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and like just how to maneuver. Like it's more wisdom. Like now it's literally just like praising guns, drugs, and like So I feel like it was just a better era for that, but there's still artists today that give you that sense.
Yeah. But another thing I don't like is that like I don't like when a rapper like comes out, or if they ask him about it, like will say like they can't relate to it because they're too rich. Like I know like Lil Wayne was one person that was like I can't relate to the movement. I can't relate to Black Lives Matter. Like I'm too rich to be like bothered by those issues. But like that may be true. I mean, but I feel like you'll still run into like cops that won't know who you are, and it'll see you as just like another black face. Like these, obviously cops don't care. Like if they see a black man, that's all they see is that they see your
they
race.
at a gun range when
like,
they see it.
They don't see your money. And even if that is the case where like cops have a good relationship with you, or like they don't see your race because of your money, like it's not. I feel like that's not even the time or the place for you to be like disconnected from the issue. Like you're one of the most important because you have a voice. You have a voice louder than me or you that
Yeah.
can reach. Like you have a strong reach where you can like motivate people and get people mobilized to actually go out and do something. So you should be using your voice to like positive people, like in a positive way, not just I'm not related to this issue, something like that. Like if anything, I want rappers to like if they have no care about an issue or something, just be quiet on it. Like don't even talk.
Yeah.
Like, don't because you're just disrupting the mission and you're swaying people in the wrong way. Like I feel like they should just be quiet if there's no positive thing to say about it, then just like don't talk.
So you're like in between. Do they have like if they have an obligation?
Yeah, because I feel like they should because every artist they have such a strong fan base. But then at the end of the day, like I realize like especially nowadays, like a lot of these rappers are not intelligent. Like they're not smart at all. They don't care to do their research on these issues. Like they just don't care. So I feel like if they force everyone to say something, like it's gonna sound stupid. Like someone's gonna say something that's gonna like piss me off or be dumb. So it's like it's not even bothering me.
And you know what's another thing? You never know. Like depending, like all right, we say like rappers they don't have that much wisdom, they're not intelligent, but you never know like if the most ignorant rapper could like put out a positive message that could spark that one fan could probably spark the brain of one fan and just wanna like actually make a change and like push it and like show initiative to make a change, so you never know, but like if they have a chance at since they have such a high platform, if you have a chance of being politically conscious to like any matter that's like just like for a specific group of people or just people in general, you should take that opportunity. But if it's not genuine, then I feel like just be quiet, just like you like.
So yeah, like that's just how we feel about what these streaming services are doing in hip hop. Like hopefully it'll go somewhere in the future where it's kind of back to artists releasing full length projects and their projects having like a meaning behind it, like where it's all the way through. Like there's like you could find a theme. Like I think that's what a lot of people appreciate about Kendrick is where his full like he released a full body of work and it's like it's connected all the way through.
Tory's 2016, I told you had the same. It was connected too. It's about his life. Yeah, that was dope too.
So yeah, hopefully like. I mean, do you see there's a future bright for hip hop and these streaming services? Do you think that they'll continue to rule over and a lot of people will just still be focused on singles? Like, where do you see this going?
I mean, it's hard to tell, like I can't predict how it's gonna end up, but I can just say that I feel like hip hop's not leaning in the best direction at this point. But like if in anything, you can always be just optimistic and hope that it makes like a positive turnaround.
So yeah, that's just how we're feeling about our streaming services ruining hip hop. Next, we're gonna get into a little bit about stealing and what do we consider stealing in hip hop. So just stay tuned for that. It's Urban Plaza.
Giddy.